Think of your first week of your internship as an experiment, not a final exam. It's a structured opportunity to practice your skills, explore your interests, and gather real world data about what you're good at and what you want to develop. Your first week is simply the beginning of that process. It's your chance to observe, try, adjust, and grow. First impressions form quickly, but the good news is you don't need to impress people with brilliance. You build a strong first impression through consistency, professionalism, and small moments done well. In this video, we're focusing on how to show up confidently, build credibility immediately, and set goals that give your internship direction. Before we move on, I may be wrong, but it's likely you're listening to this video on 2x speed and planning to power through the content. Honestly, I would probably be doing the same thing. But let's try a quick experiment together, you and me. For the next 2 minutes, I want you to actively take notes, either by hand in a notebook or digitally, your choice. Just don't passively listen. We're gonna come back to this. First things first, you're going to introduce yourself a lot during the first week. In meetings, in hallways, over email, maybe on video calls. So it's worth taking a minute to actually prepare what you'll say. Keep it short and professional. Share your name, your major or area of focus, and one sentence about what you're excited to learn. For example, "Hi, I'm Alexia. I'm a junior studying communication, and I'm really interested in brand strategy. So I'm excited to learn how this team approaches campaigns." Or, if you're still exploring, you can still sound confident while maintaining authenticity. For example, "Hi, I'm Li Wu. I'm the new intern for the operations team. I've heard there's a great team here. In my coursework as a business student at the University of Utah, I have learned a lot about the importance of a good work environment. I'm looking forward to collaborating with the team." See? Simple, clear, adaptable. And you can always build on it depending on the conversation. Now, you might be thinking, obviously I know how to introduce myself. But here's what I want you to do anyway. Pause this video and practice saying your introduction out loud. Actually say the words. It feels unnecessary, I know, but verbalizing uses a different part of your brain than just thinking it. And that part needs practice. The first time you say it shouldn't be in front of your manager. Give yourself a rehearsal so it comes out naturally and confidently. Every introduction contributes to your reputation and your personal brand. So make it intentional. Finally, do you want to know the real trick to a good introduction? It's not about what you say about yourself. It's about what you do next. After you make that first impression, turn it back to them. Ask about their role. Show genuine interest. For example, "That's me, but what about you? How did you get started here?" Or, "What is your role in the department?" Or even something simple and human. If they have something interesting on their desk, ask about it. Great introductions aren't one-way speeches. They're the start of a conversation. Every introduction contributes to your reputation and personal brand. When you show curiosity about someone else, you instantly come across as confident, engaged, and thoughtful. Quick clarification. I just used the term personal brand. What is a personal brand anyway? Your brand is not your social media profile. It's what people consistently experience when they interact with you. Are you prepared? Are you curious? Are you reliable? Those early impressions shape how much responsibility you'll be given. My personal brand is to be approachable, resourceful, and reliable, so I try to make sure my behavior lines up with that image. That means I think about my body language, and you should too. Make eye contact, sit up straight in meetings, avoid looking at your phone, and most importantly, if you're virtual, keep your camera on. Stay visually engaged and participate when asked. These small signals communicate confidence and professionalism long before you say a word. If you are neurodivergent and eye contact is something that is particularly hard for you, there are many ways to communicate professionalism, so find a way that works for both you and your team. Moving on, let's talk about the importance of building credibility. Credibility is about being trusted and believed. It's built over time through evidence. And the fastest way to build it is through small, early wins. To build your personal brand, complete a task on time, double-check your work. When someone is explaining a process to you, especially in your first few weeks, take detailed notes. Not just to look busy, but because you're going to forget parts of it. Everyone does. And while you're listening, practice something called reflective listening. This simply means you briefly summarize what you heard and check that you understood it correctly. For example, imagine your manager is explaining how to prepare a weekly client report. After they walk through the steps, you might say, "So, if I'm understanding correctly, you'd like me to pull the updated sales numbers every Thursday afternoon, compare them to last week's data, highlight any major changes, and send you a draft by Friday morning before it goes to the client. Is that right?" See what that does? It shows you were paying attention. It clarifies expectations, and it gives them a chance to correct anything before you start. Reflective listening reduces mistakes, builds trust quickly, and signals professionalism, especially as a new intern or team member. And here's the bonus. People feel respected when they feel heard. And if you do make a mistake, they are more likely to give you the benefit of the doubt because you have already illustrated that you were paying attention. That's a powerful reputation to build early on. Now, did you catch all of that? If you didn't, do you know what you should have been doing? Taking notes. This video is your safe place to practice, so here's what I want you to do. Pause this video, grab a notebook or open a fresh document, and actually write this down. Start with, quote, "If I understand you correctly, to build my personal brand during my first week, I should," and then finish the sentence as if you were summarizing this conversation back to me in real time. Maybe you write something like, "Prepare and practice a clear introduction, be mindful of my body language, complete small tasks well and on time, take detailed notes and use reflective listening to clarify expectations." That's it. Because knowing this in your head is not the same as processing it and applying it. Writing forces clarity, it strengthens retention, and it trains you to think in summaries, which is exactly what strong communicators do. Pause the video, practice it, and if you thought, "Oh, I'll remember it," that's exactly why you need to write it down. High performers don't rely on memory. They build systems. Start building yours now. Let's shift our focus to goal setting. Your internship should not just happen to you. You want to leave being able to clearly articulate what you developed and accomplished. In an academic setting, we call these learning objectives. What is your learning objective? What do you want to be able to say at the end of your internship? Start by creating 3 goals for yourself. These can include personal development goals like becoming more confident speaking in meetings, improving technical skills, or learning proper procedures in a lab. Then create goals connected to the company. How do you want to add value? Maybe it's completing a specific project, improving a process, or supporting a team initiative. When you align your personal growth with company impact, your internship becomes meaningful for both you and your company. Here's your mindset tool for the week. Remember, work is an experiment for skill development, not a judgment on your worth or character. This is something that all of us need to be reminded of, including me. In your internship, you are there to learn. You are there to practice. A growth mindset looks at failure as an opportunity. When you receive feedback, try saying this: I'm still learning this. Where can I improve? That sentence communicates maturity and coachability. Employers value interns who are open to improvement far more than interns who try to appear flawless. Your first week will be humbling. Plan some rest and recharge time with friends. Prepare for the fact that you will fail at something. And if you don't, I need to know your process so I can leverage it for myself. Believe me, I have some very cringeworthy professional failures. We all do. It's human. Finally, an important practical note: watch out for scams. Unfortunately, new employees and interns are often targets for phishing attempts. This might look like an email or message that appears to be from your boss asking you to urgently purchase gift cards or share sensitive information or click a suspicious link. If something feels unusual, pause. Do not respond immediately. Your first step is to verify the request through a direct conversation. Find that person face to face or message them outside of that phishing message. No legitimate supervisor should pressure you to bypass normal procedures or purchase things with your own money. Protecting company information and your own finances is part of your professional responsibility. Your first week sets the tone. Introduce yourself with intention and set meaningful goals. Remember, you don't need to overdo it your first week. The goal is to demonstrate that you are reliable, professional, and ready to grow. That's how strong impressions and strong careers begin.